What if the most powerful spiritual act is to tell a lie? Not a lie of deceit, but a lie of creation. A beautiful, intentional lie told to yourself in the sacred temple of your own mind. A lie so deeply felt, so vividly lived. It commands reality to change. You've been taught to accept the facts, to honor your history, but the facts of your life are merely the fossils of past assumptions. And your history, it's not carved in stone. It's written in sand. There is a forgotten art, a technique hidden in the heart of wisdom that almost nobody uses. The art of rewriting what has already been. By the end of this journey, you won't just see your past in a new light. You will hold the key to redeem it, to change it, and in doing so, to create an entirely new present. Instantly, stay, and become the master of your own story. You feel it, don't you? That deep, persistent ache to be someone else, somewhere else. You look at your world and see walls, limits, a story already written. You've been taught to accept it, to call it reality. But that reality is a shadow, a ghost of old assumptions. The power that breathes life into your very being is not a spectator. It is the one and only creator. Your desire to change is the divine signal that a new world is ready to be born. It starts not with struggle, but with a daring game of pretend. You must close your eyes to the facts of the world and open your inner eye to the truth of who you wish to be. This is not delusion, oh no. This is the operant power awakening. You must assume you already are what you seek. Don't wish for it. Don't hope for it. Be it now. In the sacred stillness of your own consciousness. That is the only reality that matters, the only one that truly exists, but that's only the surface. Most believe this power is reserved for a select few, for the lucky, the wealthy, the chosen, a lie whispered from generation to generation. The universe doesn't play favorites. It doesn't check your bank account or your social status. It responds to only one thing, the state you occupy within. Your imagination is the womb of creation, the very workshop of God. Think of a child lost in their own world of make-believe. To them, a cardboard box is a castle. A simple stick is a king's scepter. They don't try to believe. They simply are the king. Their assumption is total. Their feeling is pure. You have simply forgotten how to play this divine game. You have been trained to trust the evidence of your senses, but your senses only report the past. Your imagination is the prophet, the portal to the future. Dreams come true not for the powerful, but for the imaginative. They are the true architects of what is to come. Here's what changes everything. You must dare to falsify the facts. Yes, you heard correctly. Look at your circumstances, the lack, the loneliness, the frustration, and declare them false, not with your lips, but with your entire being. This is an act of supreme faith in your inner world. In the silent theater of your mind, you must construct a scene, a moment, an event that implies your desire has been fulfilled. What would you see? What would you touch? How would you feel if you were the person you long to be right now? The world you see is nothing but your own consciousness pushed out. It's a mirror, reflecting what you are assuming is true within yourself. To change the reflection, you must change the source. You must become a master of intentional creative deception, fooling your senses until your new assumption hardens into fact. This is the secret art of selection. Now go deeper. It's not about complex rituals or endless affirmations that feel hollow. It's about a feeling, a quiet certainty, a subtle shift in your inner state. When a child imagines being a hero, they feel heroic. They feel the thrill, the power, the victory. That feeling is the key. It's the creative force that rearranges the world to match your inner conviction. You must saturate your consciousness with the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Walk as though you are already wealthy. Speak as though you are already loved. Breathe as though you are already healed. This isn't about acting as if, it's about being. The assumption of the feeling of the wish fulfilled is the secret of all successful creation. It is the bridge of incidents over which you will walk to your new reality. The feeling is the prayer that is always answered. It is the language your deeper self understands. This is the power that has been dormant within you. It's the understanding that you are not a puppet of fate, but the puppeteer. You are the operant power, the cause, the I am. The world doesn't happen to you. It happens from you. Every moment is an opportunity to select a new reality, to embody a new state. The circumstances of your life are not your identity. They are temporary states you have entered, consciously or unconsciously. You can at any moment choose to abandon a state of lack and enter a state of abundance. This is your birthright. It requires no one's permission. It only requires your awareness and your willingness to believe in what your senses and reason deny. You are not changing something outside. You are simply selecting a different version of yourself from the infinite possibilities that already exist within your consciousness. I believe the past is solid, don't you? Fixed. unchangeable. A series of events carved in stone, defining who you are today. You carry your history like a burden, a chain of facts that dictate your present limitations. But what if I told you that the past is not behind you? What if it's flowing through you right now, in this very moment? Your past and present are not separate. They are one continuous structure. Every single moment you have ever lived, every word spoken, every tear shed, it's all preserved. Not in a dusty history book, but within your own consciousness. These moments are alive. They are active seeds, constantly bearing fruit in the garden of your present reality. The unwanted weeds you see in your life today, the lack, the heartbreak, the failure, they all have roots in a past that you have accepted as final. But that's only half the story. Here's the secret they never told you. Anything that can be created can be uncreated and recreated. Since your past was created by your state of consciousness then, it can be recreated by your state of consciousness now. This is the great work. This is revision. You must not accept memory as fact. You must use it as a canvas. Go back in your imagination to a moment of pain or regret. Don't observe it as a victim. Become its master. Replay the scene, but this time change it. Rewrite the script. Hear the words you wanted to hear. Experience the outcome you desired. Do not just see it, feel it. Feel the warmth of the reconciliation, the relief of the good news, the joy of success. You are not lying to yourself. Oh no. You are impressing your subconscious mind with a new, higher truth, a memory that serves you. Here's what changes everything. When you successfully revise a scene from your past, you perform a spiritual miracle. You achieve annulment. Think of it this way. You are not erasing the event. You are neutralizing its poison. You are pulling the venomous sting out of your memory. The negative feeling, the limiting belief born from that moment is dissolved. The cause of your present evil, your present unwanted state, is found in these unrevised memories. By altering them in your imagination, you destroy the very foundation upon which your current problems were built. The past is no longer a source of pain, but a source of power. You are literally cleansing the structure of your reality from the inside out, washing away the old causes so that new, more beautiful effects can appear in their place. This is true forgiveness. Now go deeper. This isn't a one-time mental trick. It is a state of being. You must become a constant gardener of your own mind, tending to the memories that shape your world. Whenever a shadow of the past arises, a painful memory that triggers fear or doubt, do not fight it. Do not suppress it. Instead, lovingly revise it. Transform it. Turn the memory of insult into a memory of praise. Turn the memory of failure into a memory of triumph. Persist in this revised reality. Live from the feeling that it is true. Your subconscious mind does not know the difference between what is real and what is vividly imagined. It accepts the most dominant feeling as its command. By feeding it revised memories, saturated with the feeling of fulfillment, you are giving it a new blueprint from which to build your life. This is how you truly change your world, not by fighting the shadows outside, but by turning on the light within. Your past is not your master. It is clay in your hands. The entire structure of your life rests upon the assumptions you hold about your past. By daring to revise it, you are making the most profound statement of faith possible. You are declaring that your inner world, your I amness, is the supreme authority. You are taking back your power from the ghosts of yesterday. You are no longer a creature of circumstance, but the creator. As you revise your past, you will find that your present and future magically rearrange themselves to conform to your new history. People will change their behavior toward you. Doors will open. The world will reflect the change you have decreed within. What is forgiveness truly? You've been taught it's a moral duty, a difficult choice to pardon a wrong. But this is a shallow understanding. True forgiveness is a creative act. It is the practice of revision. When you recreate the past in your imagination now, in this very moment, you are not just changing a memory. You are implanting a new cause at the root of your being. This revised past immediately begins to ripple outward, reshaping your present world. The person who hurt you, the opportunity you lost, the mistake you made, by rewriting these scenes within, you are effectively creating a parallel present where their negative consequences cease to exist. You are not pretending. You are selecting. You are choosing to inhabit a reality born from a more harmonious past, a past that you have personally redeemed through your awakened imagination. This is the deeper meaning of the ancient promises. Though your sins be as scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Do you think this was merely a poetic hope for a distant afterlife? No, it is a statement of eternal law, a power available to you right now. It is a promise of total transformation. Without the tool of revision, that promise would be a cruel lie, for the stains of the past would remain forever. But the operant power within you, your own wonderful human imagination, is the very instrument of this cleansing. Your sins, which are simply your mistakes, your moments of unawareness, your missed marks, can be washed clean not by begging an external God, but by going within and rewriting the moment you missed the mark. You apply the law. You are the high priest of your own temple, purifying the altar of your own mind. But that's not all. Go deeper. This divine power is not meant only for you. You can use it to liberate others from the prisons you've built for them in your own mind. Did a friend betray you? Revise the scene. Imagine them being loyal, supportive, and true. Did a loved one speak cruel words? Hear them speaking words of love and encouragement instead. Mentally rewrite that harsh letter you received into the one you wished you'd gotten. By changing another person in your imagination, you are not manipulating them. You are changing your assumption of them. And since the world is yourself pushed out, they will often conform to the new, more loving state you have imagined for them. You release them from their past mistakes, and in doing so, you release yourself. You are lifting them up to a higher version of themselves, all within the theater of your mind. Here's the secret to its power. The so-called unalterable facts of your life hold you captive only because of the feeling you've attached to them. The fact itself is dead. It's your emotional reaction, preserved in memory, that keeps it alive and destructive. Revision works by surgically detaching the old painful feeling and grafting a new joyful one onto the memory. You are not changing a historical record in a book. You are changing the vibrational cause within your consciousness. The universe doesn't care about what happened. It only responds to what you are being and feeling now. By persisting in the feeling of the revised reality, you make it your dominant vibration. Your new inner state must, by law, project itself as a new outer reality. The old facts starve and die because you no longer feed them with your attention and feeling. So you see, you are a redeemer. You hold the power not just to change your future, but to redeem your entire history. Every seemingly unchangeable event is waiting for you to transform it with your imagination. This is not about denying reality. It is about imposing a higher reality. You are not ignoring the darkness. You are turning on a light so bright that the darkness simply disappears. This is the ultimate act of self-love and the ultimate expression of your creative power. You take the scattered, broken pieces of your past and, with the fire of your focused imagination, you forge a new, whole, and beautiful present. This is the promise of forgiveness made manifest. This is the change that changes everything, and it all begins and ends within you. But a question may arise within you, a whisper from your old conditioning. Isn't this wrong? Isn't this lying to myself? Deceiving reality? You've been taught to face the hard facts, to accept your past as an unchangeable truth. So can you truly alter your world through what seems like an illegal practice? An intentional falsification of facts? For the answer, we must turn to a story that has confused the literal mind for ages, but is a beacon of light for the mystic. The parable of the unjust steward. This isn't a simple moral tale. Oh no. It is a direct, radical instruction on how to use the operant power of your own imagination to create your desired reality. It is the key to understanding why this inner falsification is not only permitted, but is the very path to freedom. Let's look at this story. A steward is accused of wasting his master's goods and is about to lose his position. What does he do? He doesn't beg. He doesn't despair. He acts shrewdly and with purpose. He calls in his master's debtors and falsifies their accounts. To the one who owes 100 measures of oil, he says, write 50. To the one who owes 100 measures of wheat, he says, write 80. He creates a false reality on paper to secure his future. And here is the shock, the part that opens the door. His master, representing the Lord or the law, commends the unjust steward for his wisdom. Why? Because the parable is not about worldly ethics. It is a spiritual drama about the lawful use of imagination to change your future. Now see yourself as that steward. You are the steward of your own consciousness. The master's goods are everything you have experienced. The debts are your past regrets, your hurts, your failures, the painful memories you feel you owe allegiance to. You are called to be an unjust steward in your own inner world. You must, in your imagination, call forth these old debts and boldly falsify them. This intentional alteration of experienced events is the technique of revision. You take the memory of harsh words and rewrite it to 50, a loving conversation. You take the memory of failure and rewrite it to 80, a lesson learned that led to success. This inner falsification is not condemned. It is approved in the great teaching. for it is the method by which you change your state and secure a new reality. And what is the result of this wise falsification? The steward says, so that when I am put out of the stewardship, they may receive me into their houses. He acquires friends. This is the spiritual secret. When you revise the past, you destroy the causes of evil. The old memories that were creating your unwanted world. The friends you acquire are your fulfilled desires. By revising a memory of sickness, you make a friend of health and it welcomes you into its house. By revising a memory of conflict with another, you make a friend of that person and they receive you with love. Every revised scene becomes a welcoming home, a state of being that receives you. You are creating a future that is friendly to you, populated by your redeemed and transformed assumptions. So let go of the fear that you are doing something wrong. You are simply applying a divine law. You are being a wise steward of your perception. This intentional, imaginative alteration is the very practice that liberates you and others from the bondage of the past. The gospel does not condemn this act. It holds it up as an example of wisdom to be emulated. Your imagination is meant to be used creatively, even audaciously, to claim a better world. To not be a just steward, passively accepting the terrible accounts of the past. Be an unjust steward. Falsify the records. Rewrite history within your own beautiful mind. And watch as the world rearranges itself to make friends with your new, redeemed story. Through this practice, a profound realization dawns. You begin to distinguish your true self from the states you temporarily occupy. You are not poor. You are an immortal being of pure imagination, currently occupying a state of poverty. You are not sick. You are formless consciousness, temporarily animating a state of sickness. This is the great discovery. Your identity, your true I am, is not defined by your circumstances. It is the observer, the chooser, the operant power that can enter any state, wear it like a garment for a time, and then discard it for another. When you know this, you are no longer a victim of your life. You are its silent, all-powerful director. You can look upon any unwanted state and know with absolute certainty, this is not who I am. This is just a state and I can choose another. This is how you truly liberate yourself and others. Like the wise steward, you mentally falsify life's facts because you know they are not the truth of being. You see a man trapped in a state of anger, and in your mind you separate the man, the pure, imaginative being, from his temporary state. Then you rewrite his bill. You imagine him in a state of peace. You feel the reality of his transformation. You see a friend in a state of lack, and you dare to see them as prosperous, living in abundance. You are not changing the man. You are changing the state you have assigned to him in your world. And because your world is a reflection of your own consciousness, this inner act of loving falsification sets in motion the means to liberate him in the outer world as well. This is the work of a true savior. Now turn your gaze forward. Your future is not a predetermined path you are walking. There is no future waiting for you. Your future is your own imaginative activity in its creative march. It is being created, moment by moment, right now, by the assumptions you hold, the scenes you rehearse in your mind, and the feelings you allow to dominate your consciousness. What are you imagining right now? That is your future coming to meet you. Every inner conversation, every daydream, every revised memory is a brushstroke on the canvas of tomorrow. You are a pioneer, marching into your own future, creating the path with the very steps of your imagination. You cannot escape this law. You are always imagining, and therefore you are always creating your future. The only question is whether you are doing it consciously or unconsciously. Here is the ultimate challenge and the greatest adventure. You must imagine better than the best you know. Do not use this divine power merely to restore the past or to solve small problems. Dare to go beyond your current concepts of good. If you desire a home, imagine a mansion. If you desire health, imagine a vitality you've never known. If you desire love, imagine a communion of souls that transcends poetry. Stretch your imagination to its limits and then go further. The world is clay waiting for the potter's touch, and you are the potter. Your assumptions, held with feeling, are the pressure that shapes that clay into a vessel of honor or dishonor. So why settle for anything less than the most magnificent vision you can possibly conceive? To imagine better than the best you know is to command a future that glorifies the power that is God in you. Therefore, walk in this understanding. You are pure imagination, distinct from your current state. You are a wise steward, called to redeem the past and liberate all of humanity through loving, imaginative revision. And your future is the ever-advancing creation of your own imaginative activity. Live from this moment on not as a creature of circumstance, but as the creator itself. Feel what you wish to feel now. Assume the state of your highest ideal now. Persist in that assumption, and you will walk a bridge of incidents straight into a world that perfectly mirrors the masterpiece you have created within. This is the art of living. This is the one true technique. This is the secret that very few ever use. You are no longer a prisoner of your past. You are its creator. The memory you hold is not a record. It is a choice. So the only question left is, what beautiful lie will you tell yourself today? Let me know in the comments below. What is the first memory you are choosing to revise? Subscribe and activate the bell, because your transformation has only just begun. And if you're ready to stop revising the past and start writing the future, click the next video. It's waiting for you.